Well, it looks like we're going to get an infusion of a lot of this type of porn movies that are coming out. Previously we talked about Badunk Studios with their adaptation of a popular Nintendo game that basically, it has done very well for itself under the VR Cosplay X line from the Doink Studio, excuse me. But now they're coming out with another one, and a whole slew of them. They'll be right behind them. Now they're looking at their sights on a Netflix anime, and they're going to create it into a live adaptation with CGI, which we discussed that before. That they're going to be doing a lot of CGI backgrounds. It'll be interesting, the backgrounds on this particular one and how they'll take that on there. But well, what we're going to be getting is a parody to Cyberpunk Edge Runners. And if you didn't expect this, this is what happens in the porn industry. It will mimic other things that are real popular out there and put it on video. And this is one thing that's 100%. But before we go into this article, once again, thank you for those who have clicked on this video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. We're trying to get to that 700. It's been slow. We have been shadowbound. We've been covering some stuff that basically YouTube doesn't like for us to cover. But it's important to get it out there, and that's why it's very important. If you haven't done, and I hope I earn your subscription today, that you subscribe and share these videos. Some of the stuff that we put out here on Man Man with the Show is not widely circulated on certain things beyond the adult stuff, but we've done videos on age verification, the failure of the recreational marijuana in New York City. There's not a lot of outlets talking about that, and various other subjects throughout the pop culture topics of the day. So once again, thank you very much for subscribing, liking, and sharing. And remember, hit that notification bell. And you'll know when our videos are up. We try to stay constant on there, but on occasion we do shift the time according to the metrics of when you're relaxed and watching it, or maybe you might have it on your phone and watching it on your way to work, on your way home, or maybe at the dinner table. And once again, thank you. So, based on the 2022 dystopian age Cyberpunk Edge Runners, the follow-up to the recent release of VA Cosplay X first CGI-based scene, the new scene puts the viewers in the shoes of the show's protagonist, David, a tragedy-stricken student forced to abandon his education at a prestigious school to live on the wrong side of the law as an edge runner. Jules Blue, in her 8th role for the studio, takes the role of Lucy, the young netrunner who introduces David to his new life of crime. But Doink's content creator, Lucas Elliott, says, "We've worked extensively with Jules in the past, and we knew instantly that she'll be perfect for the role of Lucy. She consistently impressed us with her character, research, and acting abilities. Not only was she perfect for the character, but she also understands the nuance of shooting in front of a green screen. It is not easy to mentally transport yourself into an imaginary environment, but she does a great job." VR Cosplay X plans to continue producing 7K cosplay content with 3D environments in the coming months. Currently in the works are Star Wars Attack of the Clones, a Triple X parody, and this was going to come back to haunt you, the Super Mario Triple X parody. Yeah, there was one years ago that's been lost to the ages, and I guess because at the time people just didn't want this to be out. Yes, there was a Super Mario Brothers porn film adaptation. I think, what was it? Ron Jeremy was in it. You know what he was playing at the time. But yeah, you can't really find this. It's very super ultra rare, if you could find it out there. I mean, it is really ultra rare. There have been videos on it on YouTube talking about it, how, it's very, that, you can't really find it. I think there was one person that found a copy, but actually it was the sequel, I think it was, something to that nature. But it's all over the place. That there are certain videos, whether it's the porn industry, whether it's the regular Hollywood industry, that are just not out there, and they should be saved and preserved. Whatever we put out, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, it should be preserved. You have to understand, we have lost so many works in the last 50 years. Okay, understand that. You can go back to, there was a studio that was black owned. Most of their movies don't exist anymore. There's maybe 1, 2, or 3 that might be available out, that you can see on the internet. I mean, they haven't even released it on video. It never got a reel-to-reel or VHS or DVD. Never got any of those releases. They're part of our history, and it should be. No matter what you think about it, it's part of our history. We've already seen the positive feedback on the CGI effects in our screens. Elliot added, we're working even more to immerse projects and challenging ourselves to push the boundaries of virtual reality. It's an exciting time here at VR Cosplay X. And see, the thing is, say what you want to say about the adult industry. They've been successful with the VR part of the industry. They're the ones that are still, keeping the VR alive on there. Besides, there are some video games on there, but you don't hear everybody rushing out to buy a VR device. The only ones is pretty much, as what you want to think, is that the adult industry has driven this to continue on there. And the thing about it is, these videos are well produced. They're not junk. I mean, if you look back, okay, let's go back to, same the Super Mario Brothers original porn movie. That wasn't well produced. Wasn't the great. And you look a lot of the stuff from the 70s, the 80s, and even some of the stuff from the 90s. Some of that stuff was just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Others were very well produced, well budgeted. Perfect examples, Cantina. A lot of the Cantina Royale stuff. If you've not seen the Cantina Royale stuff, take a moment, whether you're male or female, go take a look at it. I mean, it's something like, if you're familiar with Red Shoe Diaries, that was on Cinemax, it's that kind of a level of porn. It's very well produced. It's not that, crazy gonzo stuff, or shorts, because, there's a lot of shorts now these days, because the way the adult industry is moving into, because of places like Pornhub and Xvideos. But the full-length features have moved to the level of Hollywood productions, and some of them better. I mean, Axel Braun's stuff is like, his superhero stuff, is better than Disney and what Warner Brothers could put out on a given day. That should make you think. That should make you think when the costumes, design, backgrounds, and all that are looking better than what a major Hollywood studio can put out. And the thing about it is, they're not going massive expensive, at Bedunk Studios. They're doing their best on there, but they look a lot better. Some of it looks a lot better than what, Disney's putting out on those big screens showing on there. I mean, a lot of crap. All you got to do is look at Ant-Man. Perfect example. Look at Ant-Man. Look at the backgrounds, how crappy that is. So, if you're a VR Cosplayer X members, you can stream it or download it at their site. Just look it up through VR Cosplay X. Look forward to more that's coming out very soon. I mean, we're getting a Star Wars one, and we're getting a Super Mario one. Let's see what happens with the Super Mario one. I figure Nintendo might jump on that. I'm surprised they didn't jump on the last one, but hey, look, we don't know yet. So tell me in the comments below your thoughts about this. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Thank you for clicking on this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.